Hello, my name is Gabriel, and I will be doing a Slam tutoring lesson on present tense verbs in Spanish. These are just going to be simple forms, no irregulars, just the basic conditions. So, first off, there are three types of verbs in Spanish, and these are classified based on their ending. So there's verbs that end in AR, ER, and IR. And for each different type of verb, there's different conjugations. So for AR verbs, you will be using a different suffix ending for the verb based on the corresponding audience. So you can see here I have this chart. The yo form when you're talking about yourself is O. For to, so you're talking to somebody, you would use as. A usted, whether you're using usted to refer to them formally or you're talking, you're simply just talking about them. You use the a ending. Nosotros is us, is amos. Vosotros is not super crucial to be memorized because you can actually use the eos form interchangeably with vosotros, and there's not going to be much of a difference. It's kind of rare that you actually use this form. So, and additionally, most Latin-speaking um, places do not, or there's only certain ones that actually use the vosotros form. So if you use this in like, I believe Spain does not use this. If you use it in Spain, some people just might not understand it. So for the most part, you don't need to worry too much about it, but the ending does still exist. It's ais, and eos is an. So here's an example. We have the verb nadar, which is to swim. And you can see over here, here's the AR ending I was talking about. The verb ends in AR, and this is the root of the word. This is the main part of it, which is nad. So essentially what we're doing is we're just keeping this root all throughout, and we're replacing the AR with the appropriate ending. So yo form is nado, tu form is nadas. You can see the AS. El ella, usted, nada. Nosotros nadamos. Vosotros nadáis. Ellos, ellas, nadan. And that is it for AR form. You can do this on pretty much um, any verb in the AR form, and it should work just fine. ER is very similar. You can see it's very similar to AR form, except now instead of A's, we just have E's because the verb ends in ER. So that's a small change. And the example in this case is going to be comer, which is to eat. So you can see again, we take the base of the verb, which is right here, and we're going to be replacing the end with the appropriate ending. So yo como, tú comes, él, ella, usted come, nosotros comemos, vosotros coméis, ellos, ellas comen. Now, last but not least, we have IR verbs, which is almost exactly the same conjugation pattern as ER verbs, except now on the nosotros and vosotros forms, we're changing the E, we're changing this E and this E into I's. That's the only change. So our example here is going to be vivir, which is to live. So your form vivo, tú vives, él, ella, usted vive. And here's the change. Uh, instead of having an E here, we're going to have an I here. So this is the main change. So vivimos and vivis. These are the only things that are different. And then ellos, ellas, viven. So that would be a conjugation for an IR verb that follows the rules and is not an irregular verb. So here are similar verbs. These all will work exactly in the charts that I just showed you. So if you want to pause the video here and take a look at those charts and practice conjugating those, go right ahead. And just make sure to take into notice the ending, because the ending determines everything about how you conjugate the verb. That's the most important part. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.